From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. Let us open our hearts to his presence and listen for his voice in the stillness of this evening hour. Our evening sacrifice, the desire of ages, chapter 25, the call by the sea, February 2nd. In our joys and in our sorrows, days of toil and hours of ease, still he calls in cares and pleasures, Christian, love me more than these. This chapter is based on Matthew 4, verse 18 to 22, Mark 1, verse 16 to 20, Luke 5, verse 1 to 11. And Simon answering said unto him, Master, we have toiled all the night and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word I will let down the net. And when they had done this, they inclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net brake. Matthew 4, verses 5 and 6. Night was the only favorable time for fishing with nets in the clear waters of the lake. After toiling all night without success, it seemed hopeless to cast the net by day. But Jesus had given the command, and love for their master moved the disciples to obey. Simon and his brother together let down the net. As they attempted to draw it in, so great was the quantity of fish enclosed that it began to break. They were obliged to summon James and John to their aid. When the catch was secured, both the boats were so heavily laden that they were in danger of sinking. But Peter was unmindful now of boats or lading. This miracle, above any other he had ever witnessed, was to him a manifestation of divine power. In Jesus he saw one who held all nature under his control. The presence of divinity revealed his own unholiness, love for his master, shame for his own unbelief, gratitude for the condescension of Christ. Above all, the sense of his uncleanness in the presence of infinite purity overwhelmed him. While his companions were securing the contents of the net, Peter fell at the Saviour's feet, exclaiming, Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord. It was the same presence of divine holiness that had caused the prophet Daniel to fall as one dead before the angel of God. He said, My comeliness was turned in me into corruption, and I retained no strength. So when Isaiah beheld the glory of the Lord, he exclaimed, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Daniel 10, verse 8, Isaiah 6, verse 5. Humanity, with its weakness and sin, was brought in contrast with the perfection of divinity, and he felt altogether deficient and unholy. Thus it has been with all who have been granted a view of God's greatness and majesty. Peter exclaimed, Depart from me, for I am a sinful man. Yet he clung to the feet of Jesus, feeling that he could not be parted from him. The Saviour answered, Fear not, from henceforth thou shalt catch men. It was after Isaiah had beheld the holiness of God and his own unworthiness that he was entrusted with the divine message. It was after Peter had been led to self-renunciation and dependence upon divine power that he received the call to his work for Christ. This passage was taken from The Desire of Ages, page 246. Pacific Press Publishing Association, copyright 2005, or Evening Sacrifice, February 2nd. I encourage you to connect with God and receive strength to overcome obstacles each day. Thank you for listening. Please join us tomorrow as we offer up our evening sacrifice.